for our second Members to Remember segment today are Greg and Muttnik from the Mankato Moondogs. Welcome to the set, guys.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Yeah, it's good to have you here. So, obviously, for folks that are tuning in today, and when they look at Muttnik, they get a sense as to what the Moondogs are about. Clearly, it's a baseball club.
Correct.
But there's more to it than that. So give us a little history and some facts about the Moondogs.
Yeah, absolutely. We are a summer collegiate wood bat league. So what we do is provide the best college baseball players in the country a chance to play in a simulated minor league environment. So these guys are going to go from playing in college where they're playing with aluminum bats, they're only playing 2 or 3 games a week, to attempting to play professionally where they're going to play with wood bats every day, 7 days a week. So we give them the opportunity to kind of get a taste of what that's like. So that's why you see guys come in from the best of the best college programs throughout the country. Some, as close as MSU Mankato, some as far away as UCLA, Arizona State, some of the more premier colleges that you've ever heard of. And you get them all to come in and they get the chance to figure out if they have what it takes to play professional baseball. So it's a really cool thing to see over the course of the summer.
I've never heard it described as a simulated minor league experience, but that makes all the sense in the world. I mean, they're living on the buses, right? They're constantly traveling. In the entire season, what do they get? Maybe 3 or 4 days where there isn't a game.
The team plays 72 games in 76 days. So we work them hard, but that's what happens in minor league baseball. They go all over the place. They get 8-hour bus trips where they got to get off the bus, play a game immediately, and turn around and drive back. We drive to and from Thunder Bay this year to play a game to drive back because that's the way the schedule works, and that's what minor league baseball is all about.
My goodness. Now, this year, there are some interesting celebrations, the number of years, the players that you've graduated in the major leagues. Tell us about a couple of
Yeah, absolutely.
things.
It's our 15th season.
Wow.
So the Moondogs will officially be in the greater Mankato community for 15 years. Some point throughout this summer, we don't know exactly when, but we're going to get to 500,000 fans coming through.
A 500,000?
A 500,000
Muttnik, huh? How about that?
Yeah, a 500,000 fans in the greater Mankato area have come out to the Frank to see us play over the last 15 years. And as recently as opening day of this year, we had our 14th Major League alumni.
14?
Yep, Tyler Naquin suited up for the Cleveland Indians, and he's the 14th Moondogs alumni to play Major League Baseball.
Now, probably the most famous of your alumni is
Curtis Granderson, but Brandon Crawford's right on his heels. He won a Gold Glove last year.
Okay.
Just got a contract extension from the San Francisco Giants, so they're 2 premier players.
So this is, the opportunity here at the Frank and with the Moondogs is you get a chance to see college kids who are hungry, who are trying to perfect their craft, and at one point, we may watch play in a World Series.
Absolutely.
We get to do that right here.
Yep, absolutely.
And all in the convenience of the Frank.
Exactly, yeah. You could come up and it's the intimate environment that you don't get to see anywhere else. You don't get to see these guys walk by you to go to the concession stand or the bathroom when you're up at Target Field.
Right. Now, speaking of that intimate environment, there are some things that you're going to do this season for the first time that are going to really enhance that fan experience. There's a couple of them you've mentioned. Why don't you talk about those?
Yeah, absolutely. There's 2 major ones. One, we realize that the fan experience is the most important thing that we can maintain and protect for what we have going on. And we realize that a lot of people love to come out to games, and it's a great thing, but sometimes we get a little overcrowded.
Yeah.
So what we're going to have for the first time this year is a true sellout. So we realize that about 1,500 people in that park, we start to get lines too long for the bathroom and concession stands.
Okay.
So we're going to maintain that fan experience by making sure that once we get to 1,500, it's going to be a sellout, and we're going to encourage people to buy their tickets in advance. So if you come out to the game and we're sold out for that night, you'll be able to buy a ticket to next Friday's game right out there and get yourselves taken care of. So
or they could buy season tickets, I suppose, right?
Yeah, exactly. I think we have the seats close to you guys pretty open. So,
perfect.
We just are encouraging people to get their tickets in advance and make their plans that way. And the other very cool thing is, by talking to a lot of the groups that come out, we have a lot of businesses and family reunions and those types of things that like to come out and go to our hospitality decks. We realize that we have the Dog Pound, which is very popular. It's great. We can seat up to 1,400 people in there.
Muttnik's favorite place, right?
He loves it. We can seat 400 people up there, and then we have the Realty Executives Loft, which is 1 group per night that seats 75. And we found that a lot of groups love the Loft, but 75 tickets is too many, so we're creating a new area that's for 35 people that includes all the food and drink and has the exclusive area for 1 group. It's called the Homeplate Club.
Homeplate Club.
It's going to be right down on the field level, kind of kitty corner to home plate, great view of the game, great amenities, so we can take care of groups another way. So we're taking care of the fan experience that way and via the groups coming out.
Greg, just a quick wrap up from you. I'd love to ask Muttnik, but I'm not sure what he'd give me for this answer. But Where's your passion come from to do this?
It kind of started just with sports in general. I was a sport management major at MSU, and I did my grad work there as well. And sports played a really important role in my life growing up. The learning experiences you get playing sports, and then just the family experiences you get, going to sporting events. And it's transitioned from loving sports to loving the Mankato community and the Moondogs, because I think back to the experiences I had with my brothers and sisters and family going to games, and I remember going to the Metrodome, and it's just very cool for me to know that there are going to be people that are going to remember coming to the Frank, and that I get to be a part of that, and we get to put that on, and we have the opportunity to be a part of a community like Mankato is very cool. So that's what keeps us going over there, and that's where our passion really comes from.
Muttnik, I'm sure that makes your heart even race, right? Yeah. Well, thanks to Muttnik and to Greg for joining us today, and good luck on a wonderful season, 15th season.
Oh, thanks, guys. We'll see you out the park.
Yeah, you bet.